Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the bath. It's been a while since I bathed. No, it's not been a while since I bathed, but a while since I had a bath. As you might be able to tell from my voice and my general look, I've got a little bit of a cold. Poor me, poor me, poor me. So I'm gonna have to battle through this, despite the cold. Right, let's start the day with the positive. Sophie Loren, I'd much rather eat pasta and drink wine than be size zero. Well, I agree with that, and she said that in 1965. Didn't know there was a size zero in 1965, but apparently there was, and she liked pasta then. So good on Miss Loren. Keep on eating. I think she goes swimming every day as well, just to give the quote a bit more context. So pasta, wine, and a swim to keep everything shining. Sad news, Chewbacca has died. The actor played Chewbacca in all three Star Wars trilogies. He sort of looks like Chewbacca. He's very hairy, isn't he? And kind of deep eye sockets, what have you. Kind of if Chewbacca was a man, maybe he sort of felt he needed to become more Chewbacca-esque in order to be the ultimate Chewbacca. I don't even know if Chewbacca makes that noise. Fuck. Anyway, I shared a couple of these yesterday. How pretty was this Emirates Stadium by evening light? There we go, beauty. Enjoy. Lovely bit of falling light. Wonderful indeed. Wonderful. Here is a Che Guevara pub which occupies a space very near the Emirates Stadium in London. Sort of strange little pub. Very glad to go with my old mucker Justin. Thank you for taking me. And having a drink at the Big Red beforehand. Holloway's Downtown Bar. Lovely Big Red. Right, couple more things on this said chronicle. I saw this bus advert, I've seen it a couple of times. It says, slow and steady still beats cancer. I don't really know what this means. I mean, I know what it means in that it's an advert for a race to do with raising money for cancer through from the cancer charities. It still feels quite like a weird bit of copy, because it isn't true that slow and steady still beats cancer, because if you were slow and steady, say with your diagnosis, did nothing about it, you definitely die. So I feel like it's a bit of a representation. It's confusing. I mean, it's got my attention, so maybe that was the point. Some copywriter somewhere was like, hey, I'm going to make an ad that's a little bit ambiguous, and I think that's going to be good because that's going to lead to more awareness, and people like me are going to talk about it, or anybody really. So yeah, I think it's odd personally. Yeah. So there's a few things to do with prawns and cocaine. Where do we start first? Where's the cocaine? Oh, there's a cocaine link. We could do the cocaine link first. So, if any remember this woman from the 90s, Daniela Westbrook unveils sexy makeup she prepares to leave rehab. Well, I didn't realize she was still alive. She's done pretty amazing to still be about, because she had a big cocaine scandal in the 90s when working at Emmerdale. Not Emmerdale. She on EastEnders. She lost the filter, that bit in between your nose and your. No, hang on. She lost the middle bit of her nose. That's why she has an appearance of someone with a rather, almost like she's got a cleft palate. But actually, she's just missing a bit of her nose. The sort of that bit. Anyway, yeah, she's just come out of rehab, so fucking hell, she's just kept doing drugs since the 90s. It's a real shame because she could have perhaps put her money into fixing her nose, dare I say it. But, you know, clearly she's a lifelong addict. She struggles pretty badly, and so I hope she gets better. And yeah, I wonder if her appearance is tied to her continual addiction. Every time she looks in the mirror, she just hates herself and boshes up some more gear. Fuck knows. Anyway, yeah. No, I'm not trying to make light of it. I just, it's a bit of an odd situation. But this is light of a situation. Prawn to be wild. Cocaine found in all shrimp tested in rural UK county. Well, that's pretty fucked, isn't it? Cocaine shrimp. I mean, I guess this lot must have been swimming in the Golden Mile in London. They must have been in banker water, because that's pretty horrific. There's so much fucking cocaine in our system. Even the prawns are wired. I bet they can't sleep, poor things. You know, they're just buzzing around all night long with their mates, listening to house music. Fucking prawns, poor things. Right, from cocaine to not cocaine. Oh, you can't see this guy's head. It looks like I'm on this guy, but basically, Slimming World's greatest loser who has shed XXXXXXL shed incredible 20 stone. I mean, the two people don't look very similar, but obviously it's quite hard to gauge given how much weight he's carrying on the left, and also the fact that you can't see him on the right because my face is in the way. But there's a lot of fucking weight. I'd like to know if this is actually true and how he did it. Other than, well, because starving doesn't mean you lose weight. So there has to be some methodology to his madness, you should say. Right, I didn't even know, this is another thing. Hymns drop out the funeral chart for the first time. Who knew there was a funeral chart? Now how the hell do you document it? Does the priest keep note of every song that's played and upload it to PRS? Afterwards, it's really quite bizarre, in truth. Really makes little to no sense. Yeah. So yeah, people are requesting the likes of Ed Sheeran over Abide with me, la 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 la, upon England's mountains green. Oh, here's the train coming back from Brussels the other day. La 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 da 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 da. There's a lovely statue of two people kissing. Very large bronze piece, I think, which is right at the Eurostar entrance as you return from Brussels. Enchanté. In other news, Pete Doherty hospitalised for following hedgehog injury. He got his finger hurt from a hedgehog's spine. He left it as he's a rock and roll star, and they had to go to A&E for a little bit of one of those injections called tetanus, probably. So yeah, he's still living the mad life. Probably trying to do a line off the back of a hedgehog. Anyway, gang, this has been the Bath Chronicles. You're beautiful. Thank you for watching.